Traders Joseph here from Eightcap. Thank you for checking out today's update. So we want to look at the US30 and primarily because it's lagging the other two main indexes at the moment. So the S&P and the Nasdaq have been pushing into new monthly highs, but the US30 for now remains well and truly trapped below this level of resistance here, and it's been in place since 14th of December 22, and we can see one break above it there. So it's been spanning across all the way until this week. We had the FOMC come out this morning. Now they held rates as expected, but the message does cause a little bit of confusion, and maybe it could be seen as more on the hawkish side, with suggestions and comments suggesting there could be more rate rises this year. So the PPI also came in lower than expected, and that's on the back of inflation data that was slightly mixed with the core CPI still staying relatively stubborn, while year on year and month on month came in at desired rates. So there are still a few mixed things here. There was a few comments out of the Fed, employment being one of them. So with the last employment data showing a small surprise, I think that the next figures and also the unemployment claims will be one to watch. So definitely the rates are having the rate increases are having an effect, and that's really what we may need to see, to get a bit more direction going for the US30. So we do have this leg higher at the moment, and yesterday, despite seeing the selling this morning after the FOMC, we can see that move down. It was quickly retraced, and once again today we are seeing a little bit of action from buyers at this stage, and that's really where we're wondering now, are we going to see a new move down to test this low that was set yesterday? There is a bit of demand across this area here potentially, and that is really the 33,770 area. If we do see another test down there, will we see buyers once again step back into the market, and we'll be looking for a new to push back up to test this resistance, but we really need this resistance broken to see this trend continue. At the moment, we can see overall as well that we do have a consolidation pattern going as well. It's quite wide, and the ranges are quite wide at this stage. But if we did see a break of this trend, we'd be looking maybe for a move back to this trend line here and to test it, and then maybe back up again. So the keys here are, if we hold this fast trend here, will we see a new test of resistance? And if that resistance does stay in play and we do see new selling back down, will we see a break of that trend line and a move back down to test this trend line here? So there's some of the things we're going to keep an eye on the US30 as we progress, and we're just going to continue to see if there's any opportunities with lower highs and after the trend break moving back down. And then if we did move here, higher lows with a new move back up, and if we saw a break of this resistance after the breakout, we generally like to see a retracement that tests or comes close to the breakout area, and then a new push higher, and that would be a good sign to show that we have a new breakout going, and this trend is going to continue with a new breakout above this resistance. So that would be our next level to watch on the short term. It's 34,602, anywhere above there, and we're sort of starting to get aim back at this area here at 35,243. So that's some of our thoughts and some of the things we're watching on the US30 at this stage. Thank you very much for your time. We do appreciate the time you take to check out what we are producing. So if you have any comments, or if you disagree, or if there's anything you'd like to add, please drop us a comment. Otherwise, we wish you all the best for the remainder of the day, and good trading, and bye for now.